Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this. Sorry, I've been a little bit sick. And welcome you guys to this live streaming on YouTube from Binary Living Way. My name is Christian. If it's the first time you guys are joining in, sorry, this is an educational live streaming that you guys will enjoy, I'm pretty sure. Today we have 5 questions, the top 5 frequently asked questions from the Binary Living Way group in regards to binary options specifically. Now, I did a post, let me see, on June the 29th. And I said, guys, I'm planning to make a video on 5 questions, frequently asked questions to be specific. If you guys have any questions you would like me to add in the video, just put in the comments. So these are the 5 questions that I received in regards to binary options and everything else. Before I start, I want to ask you guys to please give a thumbs up in the video. Thank you very much for watching. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel because you guys received the link invitation to this live streaming, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, subscribe to my channels. We are over 1,300 subscribers now. And on the Facebook Signals group, if you guys are not part of the Facebook Signals group, let me know because I want you to be part of it. Let me know in the live chat of YouTube as well if you guys are here with me, because I want to know that you guys can hear me well and that you guys are learning from this specific live streaming. All right, so let's go ahead and start. The first question that I received in regards to binary options world is, what makes Forex unique? I know it's not related specifically to binary options itself, but it is a good question as to, for people that is new at trading, and you guys, if you guys are not part of binary options and Forex, or you're just part of one, and then what makes Forex unique. And I think what makes Forex unique is the difficulty to trade with Forex and with binary options. The earnings may vary a little bit depending on how your style of trading. Sorry, you guys can make more money with Forex, but with binary options is way easier. It's way easier to make money. With binary options, if you guys are new at trading, you guys already know that you guys will have a fixed price and a fixed expiry time. So all you guys need to do is have a prediction for that specific time, whether the price is going to go up or down, and that's it. And you guys will have a fixed payout. That means that if at that time people is paying 70%, the broker is paying 70% per transaction one, then you guys will make 70%, and that's it. With Forex, it's a little bit more hard to trade, to understand spreads, lots, leverage. So that's the main difference. And that's what makes Forex unique. With Forex, you will have a more studied trading sessions. With binary options, all you need to know is whether the price is going up or down. With Forex, you need to analyze the news. You need to analyze the market. You need to analyze what's going on in the world. You need to analyze election. You have to do a bunch of things in order to trade with Forex. If you're trading long-term with Forex, you guys need to know what's going to happen within a month. So that's basically the main difference between Forex and binary options. Now, let's go to the next question, which is, why do many people call binary options gambling? Now, I hear this term a lot, which is gambling with binary options. And the main reason why is that people call it that way is because of the same reason is different from Forex. You only need to make a prediction if the price is going to go up or down on a certain amount of time. People call it gambling because indeed you can actually make money by gambling with binary options. If you don't know anything about trading, if you have no information about the news, if you have no information about how to predict a movement of an asset and you just click on put or just click on call, you will make money if that prediction luckily is correct. So that's the reason why with Forex, you can't do that because you don't know. You need to know when to close the order. You need to know when to what stop loss and take profit limit you guys are going to use. So it's not the same. With binary options, however, you can make that gambling game system for you to make money. Now, do I recommend you guys to do that? Of course, and absolutely not. You're supposed to have a education and a strategy in order to win trades in binary options, which a lot of people don't have. And that's the main problem why people is losing money with binary options. But that is the reason why binary options is considered gambling. And mostly it's considered gambling mostly for people that either are not traders or they're Forex traders. That's it. If you sit on a table with a Forex trader and you're a binary option trader, all that trader is going to do is basically just, judge you and probably make fun of you because you trade binary options, and they're going to say you're a gambler, which is not true. So that's why people call it gambling. All right. Question number 3. Let me see. Do you guys have any questions for me? Put it on the comments. That way I will be able to answer you real time. And if you guys are actually watching this video on the replay, then you guys put the question on the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. Once again, if you guys are now part of my favorite signals group, feel free to join us. It's 100% free, no donation, no registration, and no anything whatsoever. I'm going to have the link on the description of this video as well, so you guys can join. So let's go to the question number 3. When you're a newbie, how many pairs should you focus on? And this question was made, let me see, by Yombi Guya from the Facebook Signals group. How many pairs should I be focusing on if I'm a newbie in binary options? Now, this is a really good question, and you should be aware that it's not about how many pairs you're targeting to trade with. It's about which pairs you're targeting to trade with. This might sound confusing, but the easiest pairs to trade are Euro USD, AUD USD, USD CAD, the NZD USD as well. So all the USD pairs are really easy to target. Why? Because their movement are very predictable. You guys can watch on my previous videos. I had a session with support and resistance strategy where I had an 80% accuracy, and most of the pairs were USD pairs. So if you're a newbie and you are looking into have a binary option education and career, you need to focus on the easiest pairs to use. If you guys have pen and paper to write this down, if you guys are new and you guys are interested on what pairs, these are the pairs: Euro USD, AUD USD, NZD USD, USD CAD, USD JPY. Use only those 5 pairs, and I guarantee you that you will be able to make money using only those 2 pairs. I'm sorry, only those 5 pairs. Let me repeat it one more time: Euro USD, USD CAD, AUD USD, NZD USD, and USD JPY. That's it. Those are the easiest pairs to trade. If you are more experienced, then you might take advantage of the other pairs, such as Euro GBP, Euro JPY, AUD JPY, AUD NZD. Those are really good pairs too. But if you notice, they will have a higher payout on every broker, but that's basically because those are a little bit harder pairs to trade with. In regards to the USD pairs, you might even see Euro USD on the IQ option platform, targeting 50% around 20 GMT, which is a very low payout, and that's because it is really easy to trade using that pair. I hope that makes sense. Jay Schenker says 2-minute strategy works good. Thank you, man. Yes, I really love that strategy. He asked the question. It says, can you please tell me when should I avoid that strategy? That is a really good question too, Jay. If you guys haven't checked that, you guys can check on my previous videos as well, my 2-minute strategy combined with the MACD. That strategy may have up to 95% accuracy from 19 GMT to 22 GMT. When to avoid that strategy, I would say around 14 GMT, 13 GMT. I would say 13 GMT, 14 GMT, and 15 GMT. Those 3 hours are very volatile. And since I trade with the US pairs, I know that that time is when the news are coming up for the US dollar. So if depending on what pairs you're using, you have to avoid the news in order to trade with the 2-minute strategy. If you avoid the news and you're very disciplined on following this strategy, the indicators, and the right moment to enter a trade, you guys will be successful with at least 80% accuracy on that true bill strategy. The reason why I don't focus that much on the true bill strategies is because as fast as you guys can make a lot of money, that same speed you can actually lose your money. So that's the reason why. But that's a really good question. And we can move forward to the question number 4. I want to invite you guys, if you guys are just joining, to give a like on the video, on the live transmission, or in the replay video, in case you guys are just joining. You're watching the recorded version of this live session. And to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you guys will find a bunch of educational material for your trading career. So question number 4 is, should we withdraw if we are losing money? So this is one of those situations where you deposit $100, for example, and you realize that you lost 50 on the first week or the first 2 weeks, and you're not able to make any money. Should you just withdraw and forget about trading? The answer is no. First of all, if you guys take a look at my 5 powerful tips to become a successful trader that I had a couple of days ago, you guys will notice that I recommend you guys never to trade with money that you can't afford to lose. So if you deposited $100, and this is the mentality that I always use when I'm putting in money into a trading account. Whenever I'm about to deposit, I make my payments, bill payments, I don't know, meat on the table, any loans, any credit card payments. I pay everything I have to, or at least I separate the money that I have to pay those bills. And then whatever I have remaining that I will not spend in anything and I can just throw away, that's the money that I will put as a first deposit on a binary options or Forex account. Now, this might sound dumb, but this is the answer, and this is why I actually decide to do this way. If anything happens, if there's an earthquake wherever the broker is located, if, I don't know, if I die today and my family is not going to need that money, and whatever happens, if I have one of those terrible days, if I decide to trade when I'm drunk and lose all of the money, I don't want that money to affect me at all. So if you guys are depositing and at a certain time you're losing that money, you're not supposed to withdraw, because that specific money was actually meant to be for trading, which is a high risk investment method, and you should be capable of losing that money. I hope that makes sense. So the only moment that it's accurate to withdraw the money is either if the broker is not keeping the promises they had, or if you guys are making money. If not, that won't make any difference. If you're gonna withdraw the money once you withdraw the money, once you're losing money, then you didn't make any money, you just lost money, and you just gave up. So it wouldn't make much sense to withdraw the money on that specific time. And I hope that really makes sense for you all. Let me see. I don't see more questions on the live chat. So I will continue with the fifth question. This is a very short session, by the way, short session. And the fifth question was made by Ryan Luke, and is how do you control or how to manage the emotions with trading? And this is a really good question. Jay Shanker said, and explain what is the good market and how to analyze whether it's good or bad. A good market is one of those that are stable. When I say are stable, that doesn't mean that they're barely moving. I mean that they're respecting the support and resistance lines. My previous video specifically, you guys can check my support and resistance line, how I draw them. And if the support and resistance lines are being respected, that is a stable market and a safe market. That's how you analyze it. If the support and resistance line are not being respected, that is not a safe market to trade with. The support and resistance lines are the best indicators for a trade. So if it's not being respected, then there's no strategy that will work with that specific market. It usually happens when volatile markets, when there are news or whatever. I hope that answered that question. So how to manage emotions? Look, I know making $1,000 in one trade, or making $5,000 a week, or making, if we're talking about lower numbers, we can say, okay, I want to make $200 today. I have a $200 balance, so I'm going to double my account today. It is very optimistic and is really good, but that's playing with your emotions. Whenever you start trading, you're supposed to come with the mentality of the priority is that you don't lose money. And that's one Warren Buffett's quotes, I think. The rule number one is never lose money. And the rule number two is never forget rule number one. The first goal and the first target you guys have to have as traders is never to lose money. So whether you make money or not, if you don't lose money, you're good. And that's the mentality you guys have to have. Because the problem is when you're focusing on making thousands of dollars in no time and you don't make them, then you feel pushed, you feel pressure, and you start either arbitrating or putting more than 10% on each trade. Even if you're following signals, even if you're going with the signal alert, which has an 80% accuracy, which is really good, even with the best trader in the world telling you what to trade with, I'm sorry, I was reading the question. So even if you guys are able to predict 100% of the market, you're not supposed to focus on how much money you guys are gonna make immediately, because that's basically what controls your emotions, how much money you can make. I know there's a lot of money involved in this industry. I have trades where I made $1,000 in one trade, but I've also had trades where I lose $2,000 in two trades. So you have to have very disciplined in this particular case. When you control your emotions, you guys are able to enter your trades at the specific and recommended time. When you're not disciplined, you usually enter a few pips in difference with the SR provider, or you see the resistance line and you enter a little bit, or you enter too low, too high, depending on what direction you guys are going to predict. And that's basically because you're not controlling your emotions. The first thing you need to understand is that you need to stop losing money. That's the first step. The second one is to make money. But that will come. Money will come easily if you don't lose money. If you don't lose money at all, then it's obvious that you will start making money eventually. And the important part of binary options is keep making profit constantly every week. So if you start making money this week and you lose all of it next week, that's not consistent money whatsoever. So you guys need to understand that the first rule is never to lose money. If you start losing money, just stay away from the computer, man. If you lose two trades, just turn off the computer. Go play Call of Duty or whatever you guys like on video game. Go and chill. Go get a drink. Don't keep on trading thinking that you will recover that money, because your emotions have blinded you, and you will end up losing more than what you have lost already before. That's how you control your emotions. Untrue Pies says, how are you thinking about investing.com? I'm from Antwerp and a trader again. Okay. But I check investing.com much. Yeah, investing.com is one of the websites. It's actually the most visited website to control the news in the market. So I really like investing.com. There's the other and I think it's CNBC or something like that. The other website that I check to verify the news. So yeah, you can go ahead and check that. You're welcome, man. So guys, these are the top 5 frequently asked questions received in my group squall. And I'll recommend you guys, if you guys have any other questions, I'll go ahead and make another session like this in the future, probably next week. So leave in the comments below this video, or send me an email to binarylivingway@gmail.com. What would be your question? And I'll be more than happy to answer that. And if you guys haven't joined my Facebook Signals group, I recommend you guys to do so. It's 100% free. No registration, no donation, no likes required, no anything, no type of welcome ritual or anything. It's 100% free. There's signals, there's education in there, in the Telegram group as well. And visit my website, thebinarylivingway.com, where you guys will be able to find reviews, broker information, scam alerts, and everything related to binary options as well. So I appreciate that you guys watched this video, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We are over 1,300 subscribers now. The community is growing. So and share, of course. Use the share buttons. You know, sharing is caring. So use the share buttons on the below this video, and share this video to other people so that they can watch it and be benefited as well. I know we have a bunch of friends that are interested in binary options, so let's don't be selfish, right? It's free. Sharing is free. So sharing your social media, Facebook, Twitter, I don't know, Instagram, and you guys can also follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video so that we can stay connected. So I appreciate that you guys joined today. Arnold has one question, which I'm gonna answer before going. It's, when using the binary living way alert, which time frames has proved more profitable according to your experience? And do I have to open all the pairs to receive alerts? No. Once you install the BLW signal alert and put it on one pair, it will appear in all of the pairs. You only need to focus on the ones that you would think would be the best ones. The BLW signal alert is more accurate with 5 minutes and 15-minute trades. With the 5-minute trades, I mean turbos, but I don't do it. So I take the 5-minute expiry time to have a 15-minute signal. So if I get the arrow or the signal in 5 minutes for a call, I would put the signal for 10 or 15 minutes for a call in order to have a high range of winning percentage. All right. I also use the 30 minutes, but it's really only if you have the time to be waiting for a 30-minute trade, you know, because sometimes we don't. So again, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for your likes and thank you for your shares. And stay tuned on my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys in the next live session next week. All right. Take care all.